Hi, this is Cari Lamperski. Action research is an instrument that teacher researchers can utilize when we have questions that need answers for the purpose of impacting student learning. Here is my action research study for EDU 670. The focus and subject of my action research is the use of rubrics within the classroom to impact student learning. I'm exceptionally curious how rubrics might impact students' quality of work, their understanding of expectations for assignments, and how that would impact student learning. Because rubrics contain detailed criteria and levels of achievement, students begin to know what is expected of them. The setting for me was Madison Street Academy. I teach 5th grade ELA, and that is departmentalized. Our school is a newly designated Title I school. Previously, in another year, I had over half of my students on a progress monitoring plan. At Madison Street, I have 1 student out of 2 ELA classes on a PMP and no ESOL students. 1/2 of all my students in both classes are gifted, and parent involvement is superb. My colleagues are go-getters, and many have never taught at a Title I school where 85% or more have free and reduced lunch, but every school has their own special needs. It is incredibly important to me that students receive feedback in a timely manner so that they can adjust their misconceptions along the way. I've been extremely interested in rubrics because of that. The research question that I started out with evolved over time, and I started out initially with this question: does having a rubric for every or most assignments impact the quality of student learning and work? It evolved over time and came to be: does receiving feedback from a rubric for most assignments facilitate learning and self-assessment while impacting the quality of student learning and work? My decision to revise my research question came from further reading in our textbook and because of my literature review. The new research question encompassed more of what I want to discover through my action study, and the research question focuses on how the research will be implemented. My 2 sub-questions were: 1, can a basic rubric be made that can encompass most assignments, yet be made more specific for individual assignments? And 2, over time, do rubrics actually save time? Now we're on to data collection and timeline. The approach to this action research is a qualitative one. A qualitative approach to inquiry relies on a variety of information or data to explore a question or questions. Sometimes that might include some numerical data. However, it may consist of artifacts, pictures, samples, and other items too. Having at least 3 forms of data is critical so that the researcher can confirm triangulation. When 3 types of data agree or correlate, then the researcher can have confidence that the results are reliable and that the results are quality. Data collection began on 8/25/16, or will begin, with pre-rubric writing samples from all students so that I would have a baseline of student writing scores. This date was chosen because it was the start of a new school year, yet students had time to settle in. A writing rubric would be introduced and explained the following week on 9/1/16. From there, students will use the rubric when writing essays each month, and monthly writing samples will be collected and scored. The students will keep participant journals and reflect monthly in them their valuable perspective about how using rubrics is impacting their learning, whether positively, negatively, or not at all. Data collection would continue until December the 8th, 2016, 1 week before Christmas break. This will be 16 weeks or 4 months of data collection for this action research. Thank you for learning about my action research with me. And remember, teachers can be researchers too, with the ultimate goal of improving their own practice to augment student achievement. And of course, we all need help along the way. Here are some references of books that have aided me in my research. Thank you.